It's time for the Titans on your home for Columbus High School athletics. Columbus Sports
He's
Live.
got some room to run around the left side. Jaden Rodriguez, he's going to the house. Jaden Rodriguez. Mooney, corner three on the way, good.
Mooney for three.
Good hit by Simpson. Go out of here. There's a home run. That ties the game. Naps it. Open. Valela's going to take it himself. And he is in for the touchdown. There you go.
It's time for the Titans on your home for Columbus High School athletics. Columbus Sports Live.
And good Thursday. Almost forgot what day it was. As soon as we go on the air, I blank.
Good day, everybody.
Yeah, good Thursday afternoon. Welcome to Anderson County High School in Garnett as we are set for the sub-state first-round opening game tonight between Columbus and Anderson County, a team that is coming in as the 6th seed in this tournament, and we will show you the rest of the bracket later. Anderson County at 12-11 on the year. Columbus at 9 and, well, I guess this would be 9-13 now with that loss to Frontenac, but
Oh, that wasn't updated?
I don't think so. I think it was 9-12 ahead of time.
Yeah,
because they made these before that game happened.
Oh.
On Saturday they released them, and then Monday we played Frontenac. But anyway, should be a good one tonight. I know the seeds are a little bit different, and there's the pep band if you can't hear them. I know that the seeding seems a little lopsided, 6 and 11, but I think this game is going to end up being much closer than what a typical 6 seed and 11 seed game would probably look like. I don't think Columbus comes in as the favorite by any chance, but I think that they have a real good shot to win tonight, especially if they can get hot. Offensive boards are going to play a big key tonight in stopping number 3 for Anderson County, Braden Wheat, who has been on a monster tear this year for Anderson County. We'd like to let you know that Columbus Sports Live is presented by Optic Communications. Optic's roots run deep, just like their 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. To learn more about everything Optic has to offer, visit opticcommunications.com. They proudly bring Columbus Sports Live to Titan fans everywhere. We will step aside for a short break. We will come back and kick off the Girard Medical Center pregame show. We'll preview this matchup, talk about Anderson County season, show you the bracket here from Keisha in the second bracket of the Class 3A West Franklin Sub-State. We'll step aside for 2 minutes. We're back after this.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Girard Medical Center of Cherokee is proud to be serving the Cherokee community for over 20 years. Dr. Dakota Bunch and nurse practitioner Kathy Flora are excited to be a part of your community and are accepting new patients specializing in family medicine, providing personalized attention to every patient. Experience healthcare that focuses on you. Call for an appointment today. Girard Medical Center of Cherokee, where your health comes first.
Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, your partner in health for more than 40 years, is now a certified community behavioral health clinic. A CCBHC clinic provides a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services, including same-day access and 24/7 crisis services. Serving all ages, Spring River Mental Health continues to inspire confidence, respect, and growth for individuals and families in Cherokee County. Learn more at springrivermh.org.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at colesservicellc.com.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back here as we kick off the Girard Medical Center pregame show. Quality healthcare close to home. Titan fans are just minutes away from the Girard Medical Center Cherokee Clinic. Plus, Girard Medical Center offers a wide range of primary and specialty care just minutes from Columbus. To learn more, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com as we kick off this sub-state first-round matchup between Columbus and Anderson County. The Bulldogs here in Garnett come in at 12-11 on the season. They are the 6th seed in this bracket, and we'll take a look at it right now. This is Sub-State 2. The Sub-State 1 bracket will consist of teams that Columbus will never have to play unless they make it to the state tournament, so we won't worry about that yet. But looking at the bracket, Riverton comes in as the 2nd seed. They're the top in bracket 2. They will host West Franklin tonight. Wellsville hosts Frontenac. Osawatomie hosts Galena, and, of course, Anderson County and Columbus. So some pretty travel implications based on the above-seeded game between Osawatomie and Galena. If Galena wins, which, based on the way they've played some of their games this year, if they get hot, I think they have a chance to win. If they win that game and Columbus wins tonight here in AC, then Columbus will host the next game at home versus Galena. If Osawatomie wins, Columbus will have to make another 2-hour road trip.
2.5-hour road trip.
Over to Osawatomie to play that game. And then Riverton and West Franklin, assuming Riverton and Wellsville win, Riverton will host. And then whoever makes it to the championship will travel to Pomona, Kansas, with West Franklin High School to play the title games for both girls and boys. So very crazy this year, and even state has had changes. There's now specific seated sites other than the state host site for the first-round state games. So there's a limited number of places that you could go for the first-round game of state. And so it could be like, I think Emporia's one. It could be 5A girls and 3A boys playing in Emporia, or 4A girls and 6A boys playing in Emporia. I don't know how they've done it. It's on Keisha's website. It seems a little confusing to me. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure why you wouldn't have all the teams just play at one site for state like regular. Especially because it's going to be a long drive for some teams for first-round state games. And
maybe 2 long drives possibly.
Well, yeah, because then if you make it past that, then you have to go to the state site itself. So it's different this year. And then, of course, with the 16-team 2-bracket format instead of the 8-team 1 bracket in sub-state here in Class 3A, It's definitely different. It adds travel times to some teams, and it's one of those situations where, unfortunately some of the lower seeds, like the girls tomorrow night, will be traveling to Osage City 3 hours away. And Keisha, due to some restrictions, we can't bring you that game, which is very unfortunate because I know that's a long drive for some people. I'm hoping that Osage City will have a live stream for people to be able to watch that game. We were actually lucky, I think, to get this one in. But we are here tonight from Anderson County. This is a game that, I think Columbus, like I said in the pregame, Braden Wheat, number 3, averaging 21 points a game coming into tonight's matchup. One of the shorter kids on this roster, but a senior guard, and will play up and down the floor, very fast-paced. That's the one you're really going to have to stop if you're going to be able to beat this Anderson County team. If you can limit his possessions, limit his touches tonight, then you'll have I think Columbus has a decent shot to win. They've shown themselves, especially as the season has gone on offensively, to be a threat. There have been multiple games, especially recently, where they've started out on a double-digit to 0 run to start the game. Frontenac, I know they lost that game, but they started out 11-0 over the Raiders. In Galena, I think we started out 8 or 10-0, and ended up winning that game. So,
I think if we can start off hot like we did in Frontenac and keep number 3 at bay.
And there's others you got to worry about.
I'm not saying just focus on one sole person, because then that lets everyone else have a possibility.
Yep. But I think that Anderson County has also gotten significantly better as the season has gone on. They do have a couple familiar opponents with Columbus.
Frontenac being one of them.
Frontenac being one of them. They played them back in the early part of the year, back on December the 16th, and beat the Raiders 55-53 at the buzzer.
Oh, so close game.
Yeah. So, and then I think Girard is also a familiar opponent. They played them on the schedule as well, and they lost to Girard 49-54. So, this is a team that I feel like in most of their games has either gotten blown out or has blown out the opponent. There's only a few games on their schedule where it's been a close loss or a close win. So, because you look at their last few games, on Friday the 20th, they played Prairie View, blew them out 80-47. And then the 2 games prior to that were at Iola and hosting Wellsville. They lost to Iola 33-67 and lost to Wellsville 37-62. And then the game before that, they beat Osawatomie by 8, and then lost to Girard, lost to Burlington by 21. So they've just kind of had an up and down year. It's kind of like Columbus and kind of like the whole CNC League. What team's going to show up? And so that's the story with this Anderson County team, but still very good. Got a lot of seniors on this team, so probably a very special season for them in terms of what they will not have coming back next year for the Bulldogs. So with that being said, we'll step aside for another short break. We'll have the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the opening tip from Anderson County High School and the starting lineup. So we are back in 2 minutes. This is Titan basketball from the Sub-State Tournament here at Anderson County. We're back after this.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast Crawlcan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2 links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the Crawcan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense price.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Welcome back. Here's we're set for the starting lineups and the opening tip. Starting tonight for Anderson County will be senior number 0, Brylan Summer, senior number 3, Braden Wheat, junior number 25, Bo Howie, senior number 4, Aiden Steele, and rounding out the starting 5 will be junior number 42, Dylan Hoffman, starting 5 on the floor for the Anderson County Bulldogs at home in white, red letters and numerals, coached by Daniel Ray, assisted by Ricky Rios and Jake Smith. For the Titans tonight, they will start senior number 35, Jet Tanner, junior number 12, Ethan Midget, sophomore number 11, Jonas Stover, junior number 13, Carter Woodcock, and rounding out the starting 5 will be junior number 24, Cooper Size. Starters for Coach Risa tonight. They are on the road in red jerseys, gold letters and numerals outlined in white, coached by Walter Risa, assisted by Clay Saporito and Austin Hosier. As we are set for this first round matchup here from Anderson County. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Those starting lineups brought to you by American Bank, serving the area for more than a century. American Bank offers personal and business accounts, online and mobile banking, and drive-up service across 3 local branches. Plus, American Bank offers a wide variety of consumer, commercial, and agricultural loan products. Banking has never been easier at American Bank. This opening tip going to be brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt is heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving, specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling and leveling. B&B Excavating, call 620-724-2735. As you can hear, the Anderson County Pep Band to our left, high top the grandstands here of Anderson County High School in Garnett. As looks like it will be Hoffman and Stover at center court for the opening tip. Want to give a big shout out to Anderson County's athletic director, Vestal Teeter. Emailed him Monday, and my email, I guess, failed on and didn't work, and emailed him at about 9:30 this morning and got a reply within about 10 minutes and got everything set up here for us.
By the way, you ever find out who texted you?
Nope. I'm not going to give anybody's number on the air. I'm not going to do that.
No.
This isn't Howard Stern. Hoffman and Jonas for the center tip. Size with the opening bucket. Right on the run out. Cooper's shot is good. 2-0 Titans to start this ball game. Wheat, the senior guard, you got to watch him as he'll drive it inside, take it to the hole. Shot rims out. Nice rebound by Hoffman. Powers it out. Top of the key 3 on the way from 25. That would be Howie. His shot missed. And Titans will control it off of Anderson County's opening possession. Woodcock with it up the floor. Gets it to Midget in the corner. Now on the right wing for Size. Back to Midget. Between the circles. Gets it over for Tanner. Now to Midget. Nearly had it poked away. Backs it out for Tanner. Open 3. Tanner's shot no good. Rebound control by Hoffman. And he will give it up to Wheat, who will run the point probably most of the night for this Anderson County team. Wheat between the circles, trying to dribble drive. Gets it 2 steps into the right side of the floor. Now hands off for Summer. Out to Steele. 3 on the way from Wheat. Missed. A nice rebound underneath the basket by Steele, and his shot is good. And those open baskets, second chance points, have hurt Columbus a little bit this year. Definitely want to keep your offensive boards under control. Midget stuck from the outside, backs it out to Size. Now to Midget in the corner, gets it down low for Jonas. Powering out, they set Carter open from 3 in the corner, and Carter hits. 5-2, Columbus leads early on here, 6:15 in the first quarter. No shot clock here in the postseason, so that won't become a factor here tonight. Most likely will be introduced into the postseason next year for 3A and under. Wheat drives into the lane, dumps it down underneath. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul for Bo Howie, and that will send him to the line shooting 2. First personal on Cooper. Big student section for Anderson County tonight. Howie's first shot is good. Second one on the way, rattles out, rebound by Stover. Carter will run the point, cross the right side of the floor, pumps the brakes, gives it to Midget in the corner. Backs it out for Tanner. Jet on the right wing. Face guarded there by Summer. Dumps it inside for Stover. Turn around at the basket. Layup is good. 7-3. I think one thing that Columbus is going to be working without tonight that they've had the advantage of over the last couple of games has been a really large student section. And obviously with a 2-hour road trip, Anderson County is going to have the favor there on their home court. They get it down low for Hoffman. Powers up. Shot missed. Rebound controlled by Stover. Carter up the right side of the floor. We'll give it over to Midget. Inside for Jonas. Jonas spin move in the lane. Powers over the defenders. His shot is good again. Jonas with 4 straight. 9-3 Columbus. And now you got to keep up the pressure. That's how it started last time. In fact, it was a bigger deficit than this for Frontenac, but got to keep control. Steele gets it over to Wheat, who's been hold scoreless so far tonight. As I say that, he powers up, and his shot is good. Maybe I shouldn't have talked.
It's that announcer's curse you talked about before.
I'm telling you, man. Carter across the timeline, 9-5 Columbus. Lead it by 4. Size gets it over to Tanner. Jet on the right wing, on the baseline. Nice look underneath for Jonas, and his shot is good. Jonas with 6. You can sneak it underneath to him all night. That's perfect setup for success right there. If they can't cut him off, his height will play a little factor, but Hoffman's height is really matching up with Jonas. Wheat's one of the shorter kids on this roster, but definitely not afraid to shoot it. Steele backs it out. 3 on the way for Summer is good. Ryland Summers' first points, 11-8. The lead down to 3 for Anderson County. So the 3-ball playing a factor early for them. Woodcock in the corner now to Midget. Over for Size to Tanner. On the left wing, had it poked away and stolen off the dribble. .333 left to go here. Get it for Hoffman. Now to Steele. Up top for Howie. Howie backs it out for Steele. Checks the 3. Runner no good. Out of bounds off of Anderson. I say it was out of bounds off Columbus. It'll stay right here with the Bulldogs. Spoke too soon, and Summer sets inbound at baseline right underneath his own basket. Sets it up top for Steele. Now they get it back for Summer. Nice look. Shot good. He gave Jonas a little taste of his own medicine there. Carter across the timeline. Gets it over to Josiah Palmer, who's checked in for Jet. Now they get it over to Midget. Midget backs it out for Jonas. Jonas works through the defenders. And they got a whistle and a foul. That'll send Jonas to the line shooting 2. First free throw from Jonas is good. Second one for Jonas. Missed. Rebound controlled out by Howie. With the 5 on the floor, I don't expect Anderson County to sub much here tonight. Columbus will obviously go through their rotation. 3 is good on the way from Hoffman. Hoffman from downtown. That's 2 3 balls for Anderson County. They lead by 1. And that one nearly stolen by Wheat in transition, and it will stay right here as Palmer set to inbound it. There is a curtain that's going to be blocking some of my view here in the near side corner. So apologize if I miss anything from this left side of the floor. Midget on the baseline. His shot is good. Nice look by Ethan. His first points of the game. Columbus by one now, 14-13. 2:11 left to go here as Wheat takes it to the hole. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. They'll send Braden Wheat to the line shooting two. As Jed at the scores table set to check back in. That was the second on Cooper, and he'll most likely come out and Jet will come in to replace him. First one for Wheat is up and good. Wheat can take the lead back with a free throw here. And he does. With the way this game's being played so far, free throws could really play a factor late in the game if neither team could get any separation. Palmer saves it with the right hand, gives it over to Midget. And that one tipped out of bounds by Anderson County. It'll stay right here. You get it inbounded for Carter. Carter out for Tanner, now to Palmer. Josiah over to Midget. Midget shakes the defender, drives in, now backs it out. You get it for Tanner in the corner. His three is good. Jets' first points of the night. Columbus by a bucket, 17-15. As we have 95 seconds left in the first quarter. Been a quick first quarter of basketball here so far. A lot of scoring done. Wheat drives in. His shot is good. He just powered over everybody. Braden Wheat with 6. Leads the book for Anderson County so far. They get this one for Jet. Gives it back to Ethan. He'll drive in, out to Woodcock. Carter drives in the lane, shot partially blocked. Nice rebound by Stover. Stover gives it up to Carter in the corner. Bounce pass out for Palmer. Palmer has a nice look at the basket. Palmer shot halfway down and out. Rebound controlled out by Hoffman. Since about 3 minutes, Anderson County has not missed. Euro step for Wheat is good. Wheat with 8 now leads all scorers. Anderson County by 2. 38 seconds to play. No shot clock. You can stall a little more than what you could in the regular season. That could play a factor here if there's enough separation to burn some clock late in the fourth quarter. Carter takes it inside. Now dishes it out for Tanner, and Columbus will stall a little bit here, and I'd hold for one with 15 seconds. Give it over to Woodcock. Gives it back to Carter. I don't think that was intentional. Tanner steps into a three. His shot no good. Wheat chucks it up at the buzzer. Good if it goes. With 0.1 left on the clock, it goes out of bounds. So Columbus can inbound it and hold it. And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. 19-17, Anderson County leads. Game living up to expectations so far. We're back with the second quarter of action after this.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Girard Medical Center of Cherokee is proud to be serving the Cherokee community for over 20 years. Dr. Dakota Bunch and nurse practitioner Kathy Flora are excited to be a part of your community and are accepting new patients specializing in family medicine, providing personalized attention to every patient. Experience healthcare that focuses on you. Call for an appointment today. Girard Medical Center of Cherokee, where your health comes first.
Welcome back. So we're getting ready to start the second quarter of action. 19-17, Anderson County by 2. And they will have the basketball to start the second quarter of action. And get it in for Hoffman. Pull-up jumper is good. Dylan Hoffman connects, and since about the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, Anderson County hasn't missed. Tanner gives it over to Midget. Finds a hole through the lane. Shot no good. And rebound controlled out to Summer. It really kind of just fell in his hands. And he will take it up the right side of the floor. Drives around Palmer. Runs into the defender. They back it out for Steele. Now over to Howie. He backs it out for Summer. Try to pull up 3. Palmer fell down and Summer lost control of the ball. And that'll be a turnover. Definitely not one you want to record in the books. Stover's shot blocked by Hoffman. And Wheat will run the point, take it coast to coast, runs into the defender. And they're going to get a blocking foul on Josiah. Stover showing some visible frustration there. Braden Wheat at the line shooting 2 and can add to this lead. Blocking foul on Palmer. His first personal. Wheat's first free throw, no good. He makes the second. Anderson County by 5, 22-17. Carter takes it across the timeline. Give it for Midget. Fakes the 3, now over to Tanner. Back to Carter. Woodcock left wing, over to Midget. They swing it right for Tanner. Back to Palmer. Now Jet. Nearly traveled with it, backs it out for Woodcock. They get it in for Midget. Lost it off his dribble, will retain possession. And as I said, Anderson County yet to sub in this ball game. Get it back to Carter. Long possession. You can do this with no shot clock. That one nearly deflected and stolen away. Carter takes it on the baseline. Carter's shot is good. Much needed bucket from the Titans there. Cuts the lead down to 3, 22-19. Wheat will direct traffic now to Steele, top of the key, over to Summer. And that one deflected and stolen away by Jonas. Jonas will take it up the floor, doesn't have numbers, Euro step, and he was mauled on that, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Anderson County. There was an awful lot of contact on that call. It's odd that was just out of bounds. Wheat will take it across the timeline. Gives it over to Hoffman. Dribble handoff for Steele. Now over to Wheat. Wheat double teamed on the top of the key. Will back it out and reset. Gives it over to Howie for 3. No good. Rebound by Jet. Tanner gives it over to Woodcock. Carter runs right through the defense. Shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay right here. I think Carter was trying to draw contact on that play.
I feel like having no shot clock is going to be pretty interesting for the boys.
It'll be different. Catch and shoot 3 from Midget, no good. Rebound controlled by Howie. Ethan had a good look there and off the rim and bounced off right into the hands. Here's a 3 from Hoffman, got it. Dylan Hoffman with 8, 25-19. The lead now up to 6, the largest it's been for Anderson County. for that matter, the largest of the game for either team. Columbus had a 6-point lead in the first quarter. That one stolen away by Wheat. Has an open path to the basket. Shot good. Timeout on the floor. Anderson County by 8, 27-19. We'll take a short break. We are back in 30 seconds. Welcome back. 27-19, Anderson County by 8. Columbus ball coming out of the timeout. Anderson County in the driver's seat right now, and you got to do what you can to step off the pressure. Stover's shot missed. Rebound controlled out by Wheat. Wheat gets it over to Steele. Steele now over to Summer. Summer thought about it, and he throws it away, and it'll go out of bounds back to Columbus. Got to get some offense here. It is an 8-2 Anderson County run here in this second quarter. Stover has a nice look at it on the baseline, fouled from behind. And Jonas with some big free throws here at the line. The sophomore will be shooting 2. First one no good. They got that foul on Summer, his first personal, and the first foul for anybody from Anderson County in the game. Second one missed. Wheat takes it across the timeline, right underneath the board, gets it out for Hoffman, and he hits with another 3. Anderson County now by 11. Wait, they have it, okay, that's got to be more than that, yeah. Make it 12, pull-up jumper for Cooper, no good. Rebound controlled out. Columbus ice cold here in this second quarter. If I'm Anderson County, I'm giving it to Wheat and just sending him in every time. But Hoffman's gotten hot from 3. Euro step good. 33-19. Anderson County starting to pile it on here. Got to start doing something about it. Anything to break the ice. Midget backs it out for Woodcock. And that one deflected and stolen away by Steele. Steele at the basket. Oh, they got an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Aiden Steele. Pushing off Carter. And that'll be the first personal on Steele. Second team foul of the game for Anderson County. 33-19. Columbus just needs a bucket here. Still the first half. You've got time. They get it underneath for Tanner. Tanner nearly stepped out of bounds, and it's stolen away by Wheat. Throws it right into the hands of Steele. Probably the best pass you could have got. Jump stop, shot good. Anderson County now leads by 15. This thing's getting out of control. Carter's shot no good. Rebound controlled out by Wheat. That one nearly stolen away. Tanner has it. It's picked up by Howie in the backcourt. And we have a timeout by Anderson County. We will take it with them. We are back in, I'm sure he took a 30. Well, yeah, it looks like a 30. We're back after this.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Welcome back, 35-19 Anderson County. Been completely in the driver's seat, and like I said, they have not subbed yet. The original starting five have been in the entire time so far, as Hoffman will catch it off the inbound from Steele. 1:42 left to go here in this first half, and Anderson County stalling a little bit. They get it for Steele, top of the key. Three, it goes, bounces in and out, my gosh. And Anderson County by 19. A lucky catch, and that three right there. Columbus having trouble buying a shot. That one no good. Rebound controlled by Wheat. Midge is trying to get set. His shot missed. Rebound controlled by Howie. Howie jumper at the basket, no good, and a whistle and a foul. That's on Midget, his first personal. First one is good. Howie's first points here of the second quarter. Second one also good. So Howie makes them both. 40-19, Anderson County by 21. Get it down low for Palmer. Nice look at the basket. His shot missed. And Columbus just struggling to buy a bucket here in the second quarter. They've got 2 points on a layup from Jonas. And an offensive foul. That's going to go on Howie. Don't have a lot of time to cut it, 42.4. He's still got another half of basketball to play, but the way Anderson County's shooting right now, you're going to have to start getting some shots to go. Because I only expect him to come out hotter in the second half based on film. As Wheat checks in for Summer, as we have the first sub of the game. Be number 5, Alex Smith. Well, for Anderson County, rather. Midget backs it out for Tanner. Need a much-needed three, and he gets it. Well, it's not gonna change the territory. Wheat underneath, and his shot rattles in. One of the shorter guys on the floor and powers over everybody underneath the basket. Carter shot blocked from behind. They got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Steele. Carter at the line shooting 2. Second personal on Steele. First one for Carter, no good. Second one on the way is good. Carter split the pair at the line. 42-23. 3 seconds. Don't let him have something at the buzzer. Turnaround jumper. Oh, God. For Christian Barnett. And the second quarter is all Anderson County. They lead it by 22 at halftime. We'll step aside for a short break. We'll come back with the first half numbers on the Crossing Construction halftime show after this.
Summer sales event continues here at Mike Carpino Ford with 0% interest, plus a $1,000 rebate on the all-new Ford Escape. Don't forget the Ford F-150 with over 60 of them available. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
Selling equipment can be a hassle, whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire. The time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
As one of the oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
How is it so fast?
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Welcome back here at halftime as we kick off the Crossing Construction halftime show. Here on Columbus Sports Live, your career waits with Crossing Construction. Start with Crossland right out of high school with their internship and apprenticeship programs. Learn more at crossland.com/careers. We'll get you the first half numbers. We'll start for Columbus. And it was really the second quarter that killed them. They couldn't buy a bucket, unfortunately. And the first half numbers are leading the scoring column for the Titans is Jonas Stover with 7. 6 points from Jet Tanner and Carter Woodcock, and 2 points from Ethan Midget and Josiah Palmer, and that rounds out the scoring for the Titans. And then we mentioned him, he leads all scorers in the pregame. Number 3, Braden Wheat with 15 points, the senior guard. Did a lot of damage control. 11 for Dylan Hoffman. 9 of them coming from the outside. 7 for Aiden Steele. 5 from Brylan Summer. 7, I already said that. 3 from Christian Barnett and 3 from Bo Howie round out the scoring for Anderson County. They didn't do a lot of substitutions, but when they did, they came in and scored. And yeah, like I said, this is not what you want because Anderson County's a team that just watching them on film, they'll come out and just stay hot. It's gonna take a complete third quarter and fourth quarter for Columbus to come back in this game.
I agree.
It's not at a range where it's turbo clock and you're done, but it's at a range to where you're gonna have to come out, fire, come out of the locker room like you know what you're doing. It's a 5-point game. You're down by 5 rather than 23. Come out of the locker room and shoot a little bit, and in my opinion, we got to do a little better defensively on Wheat. We let him have a few open looks up there at the basket. Sometimes he just powers over the defender and there's no contact call and he gets the bucket anyway. But 5 points for Brylan Summer too, and then the outside shot has been a factor tonight, especially for Dylan Hoffman.
Well, perfect. I mean, would you say is I feel like there's a difference, but do you feel like there's a difference between our free throws and their free throws? Since you have the paper over there?
They were about pretty similar in the first quarter, and then they only missed one. Believe it or not, it was from Wheat, the one that they missed. In the second quarter, they were 3 of 4 at the line. And in the game, they are 6 of 7 at the line. Yep, that's the real stat, unfortunately. They're in the first half of play, so like I said, it's not undoable, but the lead, and especially with that 3 right at the buzzer, that just helps your momentum going into halftime if you're AC.
Quite a bit of confidence.
Yeah, and you're shooting, especially from a kid that just came off the bench, came in, shot a buzzer beater 3. So it's one of those situations where, it's just the right thing at the right time. Some scores from around the area, some games going on in the sub-state bracket. Frontenac down, well, they're not at half yet. They are playing Wellsville. I think that is the 7 and 10 bracket, so a little closer there in seeding. Frontenac down with 4.8 left to go in the first half. They're down 33-17 to Wellsville. Girard is hosting Cherryvale. They're at halftime. I'm assuming Girard's up by a lot, but you never want to know. Cherryvale does have that kid, that freshman. White? No, Remington John is his name.
That's
He's
right.
The coach's son. And he can shoot, but I'm assuming Girard's probably going to play some. He's well known.
Defense.
He's well known by now.
Yeah.
Columbus met him in his first few varsity games. Now he's had a whole season of credentials.
Yeah.
28-15, Girard by 13, and it might be more than, that's the score at halftime. Jayhawk Lynn is actually hosting a doubleheader tonight versus Baxter because both teams play Baxter, and so instead of Baxter traveling back-to-back nights, they just decided to host a doubleheader at Jayhawk. They're in Mound City, Kansas. Which Jayhawk's one of those teams that is, their girls are pretty good, but when you play all 1As, it's kind of hard to match up with the CNC League. Baxter girls, I actually think, have a chance at winning that game, which would be nuts, considering coming as a 16 seed and being the first seed. Never mind. 33-6 at halftime, so Jayhawk.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I figured that's what it'd be, but, I thought that there was a shot that Baxter would come out and shoot well. I don't know. And then the boys' game will be after that, so if you want to watch the boys' game, go to Jayhawk Lynn on Huddle and find them there. If anybody has a score from Galena and Osawatomie, let me know. I don't. I'd like to know the score of that game. I actually think that game could be relatively close. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game, so you'd like to root for Galena because if Columbus can pull this comeback off, which they have before, they will host Galena if Galena wins. If Osawatomie wins, they got to travel. In fact, either one of these teams would travel to Osawatomie. Osawatomie comes in at the 3 seed at 15-8, and Anderson County is the 6 seed at 12-11. So no matter who wins tonight, if Osawatomie wins, the winner of this game is going to travel there. If Galena wins, then the winner will host. So I think both of these teams on the floor tonight are rooting for Galena. But anyway, with that being said, we've got about 30 seconds here until the tip, and at that time we'll let you know about Bowlers Boulevard, Nate's local hangout. and a positive, upbeat atmosphere, serving up pizza, hot sandwiches, and pasta bakes, and offering catering and creating fun for all with bowling and an arcade available for parties and private events too. Take a time out to check out Bowlers Boulevard on Facebook for specials and upcoming events as we're getting set here to kick off the second half of play. I know what the score looks like now, but the Titans have been able to come back from a deficit several times this year. It's all about how you start. This is a deficit where you have to play 2 complete quarters.
Yeah.
It's not undoable. But
it's never impossible.
Well, if this was 65-23, I don't give any team a chance.
At this score is what I'm saying, Carson.
Well, yeah, at this score, no, it's not impossible. But it all depends on how you come out. That one nearly stolen, and it is right off the start. It's not the way you want as Wheat takes it to the basket, and his shot is good. That's not the way you want to start, but if you can answer here, especially from the outside, you can start to build a little momentum. Like I said, Anderson County is a team that comes out of the locker room and just picks up right where they left off. Jonas is double teamed. They back it out for Midget. Midget runner in the lane. His shot rattles in. Quick turnovers are going to be the key here. They get it for Summer, who's left open from 3. Shot no good. Rebound by Size. If Anderson County starts to try to separate with the 3 and they start missing, and Jet does that, then there we go. You have a little opportunity. Jet hits. The lead down to 19. Columbus playing a little half-court pressure. That one turned over. Carter has it. It's stolen right back by Howie. I like the pressure that Columbus is adding, though. It's causing Anderson County a little frustration as Wheat takes it right into Jonas and an offensive. Oh, they got a block. That's going to be a foul on Stover. That's just his first, and that'll send Wheat to the line for 2. First one is good. See why this kid's one of the best in the area. Got 19 of Anderson County's 49. Lead back up to 21. Swing it left for Tanner. Now they get it for Size. Cooper back to Jet. In the corner, top of the key for Midget. Now to Woodcock. Carter down low to Stover. Stover powers up, shot missed, grabs his own board. It's loose on the deck. Stover powers over it again. That shot no good. There's some Titan fans wanting some contact there. And Wheat will slow the game down a little bit there between the circles. Gives it over for Hoffman. Top of the key, hands off for Steele. Now over for Howie, fakes the 3, takes it underneath, shot no good. Well, okay, that's a fair call because that's kind of what happened to Jonas there. So that's just the refs being unbiased in that matter. Anderson County fans kind of wanting the same thing. Ethan had it poked out of his hands, and they got a whistle and a foul. That's on Summer. His second personal. Well, they got it as his third. I missed that. Tanner gets it in for Stover, and Stover's shot is good. Need a lot more of that. The lead down to 19 for Anderson County. They get it for Summer. Summer gets it down low to Howie, and his shot bounces out. Rebound by Steele. Second opportunity here for Anderson County. I don't know why they're not handing it off to Wheat. Howie for 3. Maybe, well, no, he missed that shot. Looked good coming out of his hand. Stover up the floor. Stover's shot missed. Size tipped it. They get it underneath to Jonas, and his shot is good. Need a lot more of that right there. Second chance points there. Si's got the tip. Si's got the tip right to, sorry, my audio cut out. Summer at the other end, shot blocked. Oh, they got a late foul. Oh, no.
I mean, kind of interesting, kind of looking and watching. Pretty sure at the beginning of this game you said it's going to kind of come down to rebounds.
Offensive boards, and that looked clean to me. Summer at the line shooting 2. First one good. Or Wheat, I'm sorry. I don't even know they got the foul on. It's not even on the scoreboard. I just won't credit it to anybody. Second one on the way for Wheat is also good. Lead back up to 19. Got to have a few possessions in a row for Anderson County with a few loose possessions for the Bulldogs here, and that one tipped and stolen away by Hoffman. I'd get set. He's going to take it. Hoffman slips and falls. Yeah, thank you. They got to travel. Wait, did they get a foul after that? They got to travel initially. Okay, he was just, okay, yeah, no. (51-32). Give it over for Palmer. Top of the key for Midget. They swing it right, or left, I'm sorry, to Woodcock. Carter had it poked by Steele out of bounds. It'll stay right here. Got to get a good inbound here and a clean look at the basket. 3:53 left to go here in the third quarter, and time really becoming a factor. Midget nearly lost it between his legs, has to back it out, turnaround jumper blocked, rebound controlled. I would have just backed it out there. Yeah. As Wheat takes it right to the hole, shot, no good, and they got a foul.
Did they just say on the floor?
Yep. So he won't be shooting.
On Midget.
Second personal on Ethan. Summer will inbound it. Having trouble getting it inbounded. Get it underneath for Steele, and his shot is good. The lead back up to 21. Columbus was creating a little, giving Anderson County some problems there. Palmer traveled. Yep. And Wheat will take it up the right side of the floor. Get it over for Hoffman. Hoffman runs into Stover, and his shot is good. And that one turned over. Hoffman once again with it. Going to take it coast to coast, so I lost it off his dribble. It's controlled out by Barnett. They get it for Wheat, shakes the defender, now steps into a three, no good. Stover had it, then lost it. Just kind of a mess possession. They get it over for Barnett again. Cut off, they back it out for Wheat. Here's a three again. This one no good. Rebound by Stover. Stover will take it coast to coast, and Jonas' shot is good, and we have a timeout by Coach Risa. Jonas with 6 here in the third quarter. Lead down to 21 with 2:33 left to go in the third. We're back after this. Welcome back, 55-34, 2:33 left to go here in the third quarter. Anderson County. (55-34) Anderson County. 2:27 left to go here. Summer double team. They get it for Wheat. Wheat cut off. Now out for Barnett. Left open from three, and he hits. Now everyone getting hot for the Bulldogs. Lead up to 24. And Size. Wow, nice save by Ethan there in the corner. Give Ethan credit there because I probably would have missed that. Stover takes it to the bucket, and his shot is good. Jonas having a nice game. Jonas with 8 here. They've had a hard time keeping him quiet in the third quarter. Kept him quiet in the second, but worked around that. Hoffman over Jonas, and his shot is good. Dylan Hoffman with 13. The way this team has played in the latter part of this season, offensively, they haven't been as hot as they've been in the last couple of games, but they get it for Size. Cooper's shot falls and rattles in. They swing it for Steele. In the near corner. Hands off for Summer. Under a minute to play here with no shot clock. Anderson County could really just hold it out for this third quarter if they chose to. And what they're looking like they'll do. Wheat backs it out. 3 once again from Barnett. No good. Rebound by Size. Columbus just needs quick points here. Stover lost it on the way up. Going to be taken up by Hoffman. Wheat drives inside. He lost it, and it landed right in the hands of Steele, and his shot was good. I'd like to think if Columbus had the home floor in their student section, Cooper loads up from 3, no good. Nice rebound by Ethan. The putback, no good. Carter at the buzzer, couldn't get it to fall. It wouldn't have been good anyway. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. 62-38, 24-point lead for Anderson County. We are back. Well, I'll finish what I was saying. I think if you'd like to think what this game would be if Columbus was able to have a big student section, a big crowd on their home floor, wonder what the score would look like. We're back in 1 minute.
Selling equipment can be a hassle, whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire. The time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
Summer sales event continues here at Mike Carpino Ford with 0% interest plus a $1,000 rebate on the all-new Ford Escape. Don't forget the Ford F-150 with over 60 of them available. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
Welcome back as we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Barnett will control the action there at the top of the key. They get it underneath for Wheat. It'll go out of bounds off Columbus. Stay right here with Anderson County. As Palmer checks in for size. That one blocked off the pass by Carter, nearly deflected and stolen. Steele out of control on the way up, and it'll go back to Columbus. Palmer steps into a three. Josiah shot short off the front of the rim. Stover grabs the board. Backs it out for Josiah. Now to Midget. Midget's shot is good. Ethan for two, 62-40. 7:05 left to play. Weed up the right side of the floor. Underneath to Howie. Now backs it out for Steele. And kind of a dunk, I guess. Nice looking shot though, hung on the rim. 64-40. Jet for three, got it. Jet with a nice looking shot there, 64-43. And Wheat collides with Midget and a blocking foul. Third personal on Midget. And as Barnett will inbound it. Here on the near side. Length of the floor for Wheat. Shot is good. Give it for Stover. Back it out for Tanner. Tanner to Midget. Midget's shot partially blocked. Tipped right there on the backboard. Midget has it on the floor. And timeout, Coach Risa. It's a 30. We will take it with him. 66-43, 23-point lead for Anderson County. We're back after this.
Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Welcome back, 66-43. Stover had it stolen on the way up. They give it up the floor to Wheat. Wheat's shot is good. Wheat with 4 points, 68-43. Get it for Woodcock. Now to Tanner, over to Midget. Palmer for three, got it. Shia Palmer hits from three. Hoffman with it. 5:27 left to go here in the ball game. They get it for Summer. Pull-up jumper is good, and the foul. Misses the free throw. Stover will give it up to Tanner. Tanner shakes the defender, drives in, out for Jonas. Now over to Palmer. Palmer's three, no good. Rebound controlled out by Hoffman, and Ethan's going to commit a foul. Fourth on Ethan. Steele will inbound it. Gets it in for Summer. That one's stolen in transition by Palmer out of bounds and runs into the crowd. Wheat holding it. 4:49 left to go here. That one tipped off the pass. Wheat controls it. They get it over for Steele. Now to Howie. Howie down low, cut off. Back it back out for Steele. Wheat hands off to Summer. Summer pull up three. No good. Rebound out of bounds off of Steele, and it will go back to Anderson County. Or Columbus.
Wrong team, Carson.
Carter up the floor. Midget picks up his dribble. Back out to Josiah. Pull up two. No good. And rebound, not really rebound, just landed right out to Wheat. Josiah blocks it out of bounds. They got a whistle and a foul. I mean, you look at the score, you got to respect the hustle that this team is still showing and the heart that they're still showing despite being down by 20 plus. I mean, this is one of those situations where offensively it really just wasn't your night, and Anderson County got the best of you, and not the ending to the season you'd hope for, but and what are we doing? I got some athletic tape coming out here. The good news is that I think if a couple things can come together on the baseball side for some of these boys, I think track and field will do well as well. A new coach leading that program this year, but
who's the track and field?
I think Rachel Bycroft is leading it her first year. That was the third on Palmer on the foul, by the way. And Wheat split the pair at the line. They have a timeout on the floor. But anyway, back to what I was saying. On the right side of things, if a few things can come together for the baseball team, they'll have a good shot to make a run at it, possibly even make it back to state. If they were to make it back to state, it'd be the fourth time in 5 years that they've been to the state tournament. And I think softball, if they can get a few things to come together as well, I know it's hard to hear me. Yeah. Then I think they also have the chance to make a run at it. A few things have to come together for both teams. They kind of have opposite problems, but I think they have the ability both to put some momentum into the power and possibly make it back to state on baseball and softball. But anyway, 71-46. It'll be Columbus basketball here coming out of the timeout, I believe, from Anderson County. Three on the way from Ethan Midget, no good. That one nearly stolen away by Size. They escape it up the floor to Hoffman. Hoffman Cut off by the pressure. Nice attempt by Carter. It'll go out of bounds, stay right here. Like I said, you got to respect the hustle from these boys. Being down by double digits and
still putting up the hustle.
Knowing that it's the final game of the year, and they're still putting it out there. They're playing like it's a 2-point game. 3:39 left. I believe that one was out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Get it for Hoffman. Hoffman, 3, top of the key, guarded, missed. Rebound controlled by Tanner. Gets it for Woodcock. Now to Midget. Back to Tanner. Tanner's 3, short off the front of the rim. Size had a tip at it. Lands in the hands of Hoffman. Steele will take it up the other way. Pass it around his back. And just kind of a mess of a possession as Jex Cheney will check in. And Midget will come out. And we're going to get a travel. And this one will go back to Anderson County. Summer will take it across the timeline. 2:44 left to go here in the ball game. Wheat's shot blocked, lands in the hands of Steele. He was stripped on the way up. It lands in the hands of Hoffman. Now back out to Wheat. Wheat shakes the defender from 3. Shot blocked underneath. They got a whistle and a foul. I'd also like to, we've already done it, but once again, going to wish the wrestling teams going up to state, the girls and the guys, they were sent off today, and hope they bring back a little hardware to Titan Country, as we've got some good wrestlers that are going to go up there and make some noise with some tough 4A teams. State will be in Salina this weekend, and Julian Basari checks in. That one will go out of bounds and back to Anderson County. Get it over for Howie. Josiah pokes it from behind, right to Steele. Shot good. Cheney gives it over for Size. Now back to Cheney on the baseline. They got a whistle and a foul on Alex Smith. His first personal. First team foul of the quarter. As some JV kids coming in for Anderson County. Braden Gillespie, Landry Hedrick. Oh, this is going to be impossible for me. Gus Carver, Jonathan Stolfus, and Aiden Perez checking into the ball game, along with for Columbus, Jace Pierce, Cooper Reed, and Brock DePratt. They get it underneath. Shot rattles in for Gus Carver. Cooper Reed's a shot blocked and thrown away by Carver. And they got a whistle and a foul. That's on Brock DePratt. That's his first personal. Second one, it rattles out. Free throw's no good from Hedrick. 37 seconds, Basari with it. That one's stolen away. It's loose in the backcourt. Basari pinballed off of his hands. He controls it. Give it over to Cheney. Cheney through the defense. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. That'll send Jex to the line shooting 2, but I'm not sure if he's going to get both of them off with running clock. First one is good for Jex, and they do stop the clock with .9 to let him shoot. Second one rattles around the rim, and that'll do it. Titans fall to 9-14, and that will end the year 76-47. An unfortunate ending here tonight, but an Anderson County team that shot the lights out with a lot of seniors and experience ends this Titans run. But the good news, while you do lose Jet and you do lose Julian Basari, everybody else comes back next year. So, and there's some talented freshmen that'll move up that I think will see the varsity court, and it's good. I think next year's sub-state will be a different result for sure. But definitely not the result you wanted, but well, that'll do it. We appreciate everybody for joining us. We'll step aside for a short break, come back, and kick off the call service postgame show. We'll get you the final numbers and hear from Coach Lisa. We're back after this.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life,
The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back here as we kick off the Call Service postgame show here on Columbus Sports Live. When it's time for new tires on your ride, make a call to Call Service in Girard. And when you need in-the-field service, call says you're covered with a truck en route. Shop for your tires and more at callservicellc.com. As we will get you the final numbers here tonight from Anderson County. Titans end their season tonight. They'll fall 76-47 to the Bulldogs in a game where you play the first quarter over about 3 other times,
it'd be a lot closer.
It'd be probably a 2-point ending, but Columbus just couldn't keep pace with some of the senior guards from Anderson County that were doing a lot of the scoring, especially the Wheat kid, which we had talked about in the pregame. He ended the night with a lot. We'll get to him in a minute. But first for Columbus, we had a couple Titans in double figures tonight, 15 for Jonas Stover, 12 for Jet Tanner, 6 for Ethan. Carter Woodcock rounds out the night with 6, 4 for Cooper Size. Josiah Palmer added a 3-ball in there in the fourth quarter, and a free throw from Jex Cheney rounds out the scoring tonight for the Titans. For Anderson County, they are led in scoring by Braden Wheat with 26, 15 for Aiden Steele, 13 for Dylan Hoffman, 7 for Brylan Summer, 3 from Christian Barnett and Bo Howie, and 2 points from Ethan Hoffman and Gus Carver rounds out the scoring tonight for the Anderson County Bulldogs, and they will advance on to what seems like, I actually don't know the score of Galena and Osawatomie. I'll see if I can try to find that. I don't think that I will be able to, because I don't know where to find it. I do want to know the score of that game. That's been bugging me all night.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm just trying to find it, going through Keisha. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But anyway, I would assume no brackets have been updated yet. Oh, well, we do have a couple. Riverton beats West Franklin 66-40.
Wow.
They've already put in the Anderson County game on Keisha's bracket. It just ended, and it's already there.
Keeping it pretty up to date.
Yep. So Anderson County will play the winner of Galena and Osawatomie, which is not in. And the only other game, which we already knew the score of, would be Girard and Cherryville, and Girard beats them 53-26 tonight. And they will get the win over Cherryville and advance on. I'm not sure if Coach Reese is coming up tonight. He may want to spend a little more time in the locker room with the team, and it's totally understandable. You will not see Coach Reese here for softball, unfortunately. No, he's coming up. I'm glad I stayed on. I was getting ready to plug her down. But he will retire to his farm. I don't even know if he lives on a farm. I'm making that up. But we'll bring in Titan head coach here one last time this season. And a lot of seniors for this Anderson County team, especially the number 3 kid, Braden Wheat. And we talked about him in the pregame as being a real threat. He averages 21 points a game and kept pace with him there for the first quarter. You know, it was a 2-point game, and then it just kind of stalled there in the second. But liked our intensity throughout the end. That's one thing I mentioned. I said, you'd look at the score and the way we were playing. If you didn't know the score, you'd probably think it was a one-possession ball game by the way we were hustling out there.
Yeah, we started hustling at the end. I felt like second quarter we were going through some motions, not necessarily with all the effort that we needed. We were running things just like, call timeout. We went to set up a press, and they tried pressing when they didn't, or we did not score. We haven't done that all year long.
Yeah.
After timeout, we talked about talking, and we only had one guy talk, and he was saying, we got to talk in the second quarter. And that was the only communicating we had. I asked the coaches, I said, y'all, before the game, are we tight or are we locked in? And I felt like we were a little tight.
Mm-hmm.
But it's experience for these guys. And I left them with one thing for next year. Each guy coming back, I had a goal of recruiting one person to come out next year that did not play this year.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And, it doesn't sound that hard, but getting one person, and that's what the Columbus sports football. We need to get 45, 50 kids out.
Yeah, the numbers were down this year, and we called it out. There was a lot of kids that were sitting in the student section that were playing the year before that had they played, our line would have been a little bigger, and the record probably would have been more than what it was.
And then football carries right over to basketball or wrestling. Either one, it doesn't matter. Either one.
Yeah.
Do something, show some pride in your school, and get out there and get some effort. And it only helps each other, and it creates a brotherhood. They become closer together.
Well, what I always tell people is use positive peer pressure. Make it abnormal not to show up to things.
Yeah.
And be a part of it. You might not want to play baseball, but you do it because you want your buddy to play basketball.
Absolutely.
And it carries over.
And we talked about that, and I said, sometimes this is life. It'll slap you in the face. I said, nothing's easy in life. You graduate. If somebody says this is easy to do or it's free, I said, nothing's free in life.
No.
And I told the guys, I said, you coach, I've been on your last game of the year, you're going to be on this side more than what you are to win. As a coach, we've definitely had more losses to end the year. Otherwise, you're winning state, and I don't think too many coaches are winning state every year.
No.
It's hard, but you got to use the sport as a life lesson, and hopefully they'll come out, and that was some stuff that we talked about there after the game.
Well, and we did see some improvements towards the end of the year, some games that we had lost last year. Like I said, I can't remember the last time we had swept Galena on boys' side in basketball. And I felt like sweeping Baxter, a team where both teams pretty much had the same type of roster coming back from last year where they swept us, and we were able to beat them this year. There was a lot of growth, and I think that, some work in the off season. There's some 8th graders that I'm hoping we'll get some varsity touches that I like to see, and we'll add to the bench a little bit. And I'm hoping there's some kids that have played for you before that didn't come out this year that'll come back out and add a little bit. Because I think that's one thing that hurt us this year was just depth. And I know it didn't tonight. Anderson County rarely subbed. But through a few games, I felt like only having really a rotation that goes out to 6, 7, 8 at the most was sometimes hurting us a little bit.
Yeah, we need more people like what Jet did. Jet, I talked to him 2 years ago. That's his third sport. But one thing Jet Tanner never did, he never missed practice. He never missed game. He showed up. When we threw the ball out there, November, whatever, he was there. And there's something for that. For the kids beneath have to realize that, which is what we talked about. Hey, he did it. Football and baseball is his first love. So if a kid, like that can do that, why can't everybody else? Not everybody doesn't have that opportunity. So
no, but if you can get kids that have the build, I saw. I'm not going to give any names on. I don't want to call anybody out, but there was a kid that I know that's a sophomore that was in the gym shooting before one of the games this year, and he had a good-looking shot, got a great body, at least play defense. And I said, why didn't you go out? And he thought about it and really couldn't give me an answer. And I said, next year.
It's too easy to say, I'm not playing. Rather than, you're doing it for your school, you're doing it for your community. And that's what sports is all about.
Yeah.
It's just a short period of your life. And there's different circumstances for everybody. But I think once they realize that they're playing it for their school, and you play it in front of the student body and parents and, grandparents, it does mean something, and that's a way to get something built for the school.
Well, and hopefully next year, when it comes time for sub-state, we won't have to make a 2-hour trek down to Garnett, Kansas to play. Hopefully we'll be able to get a game in, but I'm not sure many in the conference are going to make it far. The conference as a whole this year was kind of young.
Yes.
And, other surrounding schools like this Anderson County team were not. And, so experience carries over, and luckily next year we'll have quite a bit returning. And so I think the future is pretty bright.
Yeah, I think it is too. The kids, that's what they talked to. I said, do they want to face this situation again next year? And they were like, no. And I said, what do you need to do? And they said, we need to get in the gym and we need to work. Yeah.
Yeah, the off season.
Yeah, and I said right now you got baseball or something, play that as well.
Yeah, and if they can make a run in baseball like they did last year, and gives them something to carry over for the summer, and then football will come around, and we won't know what will happen with that. But if that goes how everybody would want it to go, like you said, it carries over. Success carries over more often than not.
Yes, it will. If you start winning in one sport, it just carries over. That changes things tremendously, and the kids, they enjoy it more.
All right, well, Coach Reese, appreciate the time. Appreciate you coming up every game this season. What's your off season look like? What are you going to do through the next few months? You don't have softball this year.
Yeah, probably play with grandkids. That's probably not a bad thing. My wife will say, "Oh, thank you. Get some time off." Put Papa to work.
Yeah. Well, that'll keep you young and lively. So you can come back next year.
Put me down because they're always on me. So
well. I know you'll come back in here and we'll play some games and raise everybody's blood pressure again come December. So,
yep.
And I think our schedule, I haven't. Troy Harity's supposed to send it to me. He's not doing his job, by the way. But
it's a busy time of the year.
Yeah. No, I'm giving him a hard time. But I think next year the schedule's like almost flipped, isn't it? Like
yeah,
something like that.
I think so. And they're talking actually trying to change, and that would go for the seedings for the sub-state. So we could be making a lot of trips. Osawatomie here, Osage.
Oh, gosh.
So
all right,
they just got to be on Fridays, not the Tuesday nights.
Yeah, forward the gas bill for me up to the USD 493 board office, and
all right.
we'll make that work.
You'll find some convenience store to stop at anyways.
All right, well, Coach Reese, I appreciate the time, and we'll make the long track home, and thanks for coming up, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you.
That's Walter Reese, head coach of the Titan boys, joining us tonight one final time, and that'll wrap it up for our coverage. Nate and I will pick things back up in March, late in March, I believe, for high school baseball, and Nate's already giddy with excitement. That's the sport Nate knows. Well, that and bowling, but we can't cover bowling. We have no Acacia bowling.
Why can't we do bowling?
Well, because it's not Acacia organized sport for Columbus yet. So it is Acacia sport.
Yeah.
We just don't.
Chanute has a team, I'm pretty sure.
And we just don't have it here at Columbus High School. But you know what, Nate? Talk to the school board. I've got an idea for you guys. I'll be the coach. And you can also do this. Set it up, leave it running, and
oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, you make a lot of money. But like I said, we don't know the whole baseball, softball schedule yet. It's posted on my wall in my room and
somewhere
in my classroom, and I haven't looked at it. Trying to get through this season first. It was a long one, but like I said, we'll be back next year, and I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We got a long drive home, and I think Dairy Queen should still be open, so that's all good. For Nate Newcomb, I'm Carson Cobb, and we'll see you